Hello and welcome back to Slay the Princess. The last two times we've made two completely different vessels. We've been delivering the princess to some like being. I don't even know what's happening there, but it kind of sounds like we're not gonna be able to make the same decisions we've already made. So this time I kind of want to just try the other things and just see, I don't know how many different endings we can get. What I'm curious about right off the bat is if we could just
You're
leave.
here to slay her. If
So like right here it says turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go up the cabin. I'll slay the princess. Okay, fine. I'll go talk to her. Lie. Yeah, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Actually, pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Probably continue down the path. I definitely know where
Somehow
I'm going.
I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
True.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I mean, he's the hero. Of course he knows what we're talking about.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
That's some
Convenient.
D&D narrative
Everything's
right
back on
there.
track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
All right, turn around again and leave
You're
again.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. Quite like, I don't care. I'm not killing the princess.
Is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh,
Would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go in a cabin, don't I? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I started walking in a different direction. Again, in fact. I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, God.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick. Over time, in every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Wait, did everyone really die? Oh. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
So I think, Explore, I died, the whole world ended. What am I doing here? Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. All right, if I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. It sounds like that's like a plot line, so we're just gonna do the avoid the cabin plot line, I guess.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Oh, yep, okay, heading to the cabin now. We're definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning.
There's a
before
fucking
you go any
wall
further.
around it.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't
The
a liar.
Contrarian.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
That's funny. Proceeded to the cabin. Fuck. What do we do now?
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Interesting.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths.
It is, isn't
Its
it?
material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
We've broken
The
time.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
He's got a good point.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Very wrong.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
True.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Can't lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Exactly.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Are we?
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay.
Yeah, it's
calm.
easy.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Fair.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
True.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important part.
So do we take the knife? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
True.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Why would you lie about this? What's the point? Also, if I want to look at myself, I want to see how handsome I am. I want to see how
We
handsome
shouldn't
I am.
waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're...
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
wall
and rub
again.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now, but it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
is very interesting that only we can see. Oh, I guess our 3 bodies can see it. I guess we take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Unless we can throw it out the window like the guy wanted to.
Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
True.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
Hell yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Just
it even
get on with
changed
and
on my
deal with the
screen.
princess already.
Throw the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it! Seriously.
We've got 2 windows.
Throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Yeah. You know, I learned something the other day about the heat death of the universe, sidebar. Like, I always thought heat death, like, meant that everything was gonna get super hot, we're all gonna die. But it actually comes down to, like, there would be no more heat, and we would die because of that. If I understood it correctly. Interesting.
I'm not so sure.
Anyway, back to it.
This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Places... Yeah, we
What's
find
done
one?
is done. Good luck, hero.
Hey, there's the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
I mean, they look the
Nothing
same.
here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air
fair.
here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
Miasma.
A kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Interesting.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
Hello? Hi.
Oh.
What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, God.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
It does have that feel.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What's that?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
This is like that, like when you do everything wrong in the Stanley Parable. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center stick. Take the soft stairs. Let's take the soft stairs to the right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Yeah, no railing though.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance
teeth.
at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens
we're
to swallow
sucking
you
in.
whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going.
Oh, no.
But you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
You're being rewound?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
Oh, it was like
until the only things
initial
experienced
drawings.
are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Whoa.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yeah. Hey, what's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Princess.
Oh, fuck.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
Apparently so.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him?
I can see where, like, visually, like, this can be kind of nauseating, especially some of the flickering
let him
scenes.
stew.
Let him cook.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Nah.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of them.
100%. Being down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
True, we're together.
We're
Oh, God.
stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Voices are different. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent to. I'm getting you out of here. Try and set her free. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust her. Leave her in the basement. They're all like one. Regretfully think about the time you threw a blade out the window. Why is it all one option? There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. Now what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Yeah, I guess.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
Yeah, exactly. Which one do we kill?
Always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun
Captain
for a
Hindsight.
bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Yeah.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Nope.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Well, you know, you're apparently a threat. Getting you out of here. 1, 2, 3. Let's try. You know why you're locked down
I
here?
don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was.
Yeah.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
She gonna splinter again?
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up.
Oh
How
god.
do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Exactly.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is
That's what that
hell,
one
and
option
it's only
is.
getting worse.
Yeah, that one option is do all of it. So you got, I'm trying to get you out of here, try and free her, leave her in the basement, and also throw the blade out the window.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself find the blade suddenly.
Oh, I
in your
double-clicked.
hands. All at
Fuck.
once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Yeah, right? It's auto. Is there a way to go back? Oh, here it goes. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception of multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. Oh shit, I didn't save. Is this the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
But this...
Oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily
Definitely.
for us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
We all just collapsed, huh?
falls apart.
Oh, weird.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others,
They just don't fit. They just don't
There are
fit.
5. Maybe there's 5 endings.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Hate it.
Did you do this? Did we do this?
Can you pull us back apart?
Can you fix us?
Oh my god.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Right.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Please what? It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. I'll do my best. Nope. When everything is possible, nothing is. The illusion of choice. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. Everything. Let's just approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The thing. Is that us? The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but need to see what's in it. Oh, we're like Drippy. You're withered. Yeah, you've withered. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh god, you're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Okay.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Okay.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Interesting. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Sure.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay. As many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Yeah.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I think so. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. It makes me like you more.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You know that in the end, what do you know about what happens worlds when we leave? Do you not care what I bring you next? Do you still not care what I bring next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. That must mean there's like... do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
You know, let's do this.
My
Yeah.
perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths. and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Interesting.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Do we try to destroy your body? I just noticed we've never saved, so I should have been doing this tons of times. Destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
So I couldn't even kill myself, and I die. Bring the stranger to her. Oh my god, I wonder...
You're on a path in the woods.
I wonder how many more there could be. So I want to do the lie one. That one I didn't think... I thought it would end real quick, to be honest. I thought we would, like, turn away and he'd, like, it'd be a little cheeky, like... And then the world ended and it started us over at chapter 1 again. I didn't expect it to be such a deep dive. Man. Yeah, visually that one was nuts. I'm really sorry about that double click. That kind of killed the immersion there. Sucks. But yeah, I don't know. We're doing more. We're gonna get them all. I like it. I like it. Hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.